Hey guys, it's Tim coming at you with a Game of Thrones related video for this week. With Game of Thrones ending soon, it makes sense that HBO would jump on the idea to continue the franchise, which is where George R.R. Martin's prequel series comes in. But what should the new series focus on? There are a number of events in the history of Westeros that can be called upon, but it seems that Martin has his eyes set on one particular period: the Long Night. In a personal blog post, Martin had this to say: "All the successor shows we've been developing have been prequels, as I've mentioned before. This one puts the pre in prequel, since it's not that 90 years before Game of Thrones, like Dunk and Egg, or a few hundred years, but rather 10,000. We're very early in the process, of course, with a pilot order just in, so don't have a director yet, or a cast, or a location, or even a title. But my vote would be The Long Night, which says it all, but I'd be surprised if that's where we end up. Most likely HBO would want to work some phrase Game of Thrones in or somewhere. We'll know sooner or later." In the history of Westeros, The Long Night has a number of major events happen that tie into the main Game of Thrones story. In this period, winter fell on Westeros and lasted for an entire generation. This is where the Children of the Forest first created the White Walkers, as well as when Bran the Builder first built the famous wall. This period also had its own legendary hero named Azor Ahai, and his burning sword named Lightbringer. A series set in this period could be quite interesting. This period also falls in line with the initial description that was given for the series: that thousands of years before the events of Thrones, the project chronicles the world's descent from the golden age of heroes into its darkest hour. Only one thing is known for sure: from the horrifying secrets of Westeros' history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Starks of legend, it's not the story we think we know. So it seems that The Long Night is all but set for the setting of the upcoming prequel series. But what do you guys think? Is this the right place in the timeline to set the prequel? And what do you hope to see most out of it? Well, as always, let us know down in the comments, but until next time, this has been Tim from the Hybrid Network, signing out.